Welcome to day 13. Today will be a bit simple. We're going to talk about time frames. No, not time frames, trends. What to look for. So if you guys watch my Sunday swings, you guys would know probably already that I am looking for 2 time frames in sync for the trend in order for us to make that in our top list. So we're combining the trend with our knowledge of readiness for execution from the previous workshop. So what do I mean by 2 time frames in sync? What I mean is the daily or the 4-hour has to be bullish / bearish, or the weekly and the daily has to be bullish or bearish. Either one of these 2 pairs that are in sync will be good. For example, Euro USD. Is this time in sync right now? Let's see. Weekly right now, is it bullish or bearish? The answer is here already. Yes, it's currently bullish. You see, this is the previous structure, and that's the highest point. And even if we use this as a reference point, it is still bullish. Alright? So yes, we are still bullish weekly. Daily, it is currently bearish. This is the previous structure right here. So what does that mean, Ivan? It means right now there's no 2 time frames in sync. The weekly and daily are mismatching. So our best bet is that the 4-hour and the daily are in sync. So right now the daily is bearish. So this will be in our top list if the 4-hour is bearish. So let's see. Oh, would you look at that? The 4-hour is bullish because this is the lowest point of the structure. So what does that mean, Ivan? It means there are no time frames in sync. It means there is no trade opportunity, even though for the trade readiness for execution is basically on the area of interest and it's ready to take a trade. The trend is not in sync, so we do not take a trade. Unless otherwise the 4-hour breaks here, closes here, comes back and retests, then we can take a trade during the retest and then stop loss above the previous structure point and then to the downside. So that's what we're waiting for, which is why it's in my wait list and not my top priority. Let me give you guys another example. So we always start from the highest time frame. Weekly currently right now is bearish. So daily right now it is bearish. So ding ding ding, we have 2 time frames in sync. That's low-key all we need, but definitely is good when all the time frames are in sync. So let's see the 4-hour. As you can see, the 4-hour is bullish, but this is okay. This can still be in our list because the weekly and the daily are both bearish. Even though the 4-hour is bullish right now, it would be ideal if the 4-hour closes there, retests there. We can definitely take a trade right there. See that? During the retest of the break of the 4-hour. As you can see, previous structure, lots of RR. Very nice risk to reward at the lowest point of the structure. It's basically 1, 2, 3. But again, there is no trade right now that I'm looking for because why? Give me an answer. No, it's not because there's no break at the 4-hour. This trade is ready because there's already 2 time frames in sync. The main reason I'm not taking this trade is because what do we learn? It is not the time yet. Right now, it's in Tokyo session. It's not London session or New York session. So therefore, we don't take the trade because during these sessions, market doesn't move at all. It's consolidating. If we zoom in the 2-hour, it barely budged after the New York session. See? It did not go anywhere. So what makes you think if I take a trade right now, it will go down or go up? You know, it won't go anywhere. So when you don't know where it's going to go, just stay out of it until there's a big move telling you what to do. So we avoid any unnecessary losses because during this time before London session opens, it can continue to consolidate, wick you out here, wick you out here, take out your stop loss, take out your stop loss. So you really want to see a bold move during London or New York session in order to take these trades. But today's main focus is only finding the trend so you can cross-eliminate the executions. I mean cross-eliminate the pairs. So what do we got here? What do we got here? We got, what is this? Is it currently bullish or bearish? Boom, 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 boom. Bearish, bullish, bearish, right? Weekly is bearish, so the daily is bullish. What about the 4-hour? Boom, 4 hour is currently bullish. What? Isn't it bearish? There's a break of structure in the previous structure. No, the previous structure is right here. This is the highest point and this is the lowest point. You always want to find where the highest point and the lowest point is, and these two are the highest and lowest point, and which is why this is bullish right now. Okay, Ivan, why are you not taking this trade? Why are you not taking this trade? Loki, I can take this trade, but what's stopping me was because, again, I used what I taught in the workshop, which is yesterday was Monday, and Monday obviously won't wick down here and then go all the way back up. Lesson 2 from the workshop. I forgot which episode, which day, but what did I tell you guys? If the market tapped low, the chances of it tapping high is very low. So I saw that Monday tapped low here, the lows of here. So obviously it won't tap the highs here. So I would wait for today, which is Tuesday. So I'm waiting for London session right now or New York session to give me that sign to take that trade, because it's probably gonna tap Monday's high. You know, if it doesn't tap on Monday's high, then most likely it will tap on Monday's low. So it's either one of those two. So you have to keep a lookout. But yeah, the reason why I'm not in this trade is because it's not in the session right now. It's currently 9. It's currently 9. Exactly. There's no time for a trade right now. There's no London session, no New York session. Okay? Okay, next example. Weekly is bullish. Daily is bullish. Boom. We stop right there. There's 2 time frames in sync, the weekly and the daily. So we are gonna put this in our watch list. Alright. So we don't really need to care if the 4 hours bullish or bearish. But yes, it would be nice if it is bullish. But of course, it's not always the case. See? 4 hours bearish. But it's okay. And then weekly, let's see. Currently is bearish. Daily is currently bearish. Boom, we stopped there. 2 time frames in sync. Got it. Anyways, the only problem with this trade is what? Can you guys tell me what's the problem with this trade? Correct. It's above the area of interest, so we're not interested right now. At the moment, I'm waiting for a break here below the area of interest before I even consider taking any sells. Okay? So, not interested. Gold. Would you look at that? What did I say yesterday? What did I say yesterday? It's gonna go up. Why? Yo, it could go up or down, okay, regardless, but the chances of it going up is higher because the language is speaking to us. It wants to go up. It wants to continue to go up. So long-term wise, you definitely want to buy rather than sell. You can sell like for like 1 day or 2 day, you know, and make some money off of it. But like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Out of all of these freaking blue candlesticks, there's only 11 red. Look at this. When you see this, it's all blue. Can you believe that? So what makes you think that you're going to take a sell here when most of this candlestick is telling you that it wants to buy and go up? And this happened exactly where it happened. It went up at above the area of interest right here at the 4 hour. Boom, boom, boom. Exploded. That's just how it is. Yep, so hope you guys like this one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I bounce.